22 LR is a joke in 2025 and why serious shooters avoid it. For decades, the 22 LR has been the go-to round for beginners, backyard plinkers, and anyone who wants to spend hours at the range without emptying their wallet. It's small, it's quiet, and it's so forgiving that even a complete newbie can feel like a sharpshooter. That's why in the firearms community, people often call it the joke caliber. And yes, it's meant to be funny, but there's a serious side to this tiny cartridge that's worth a closer look. In 2025, something interesting is happening. Serious shooters who hunt, compete, or rely on firearms for more than casual fun are starting to shrug at the 22 LR. Suddenly, the round that once dominated practice sessions is being quietly passed over. But why? Is it just a matter of power? Or is the 22 LR showing its age in ways most people haven't noticed yet? It's easy to underestimate this little cartridge. After all, it can barely make a dent compared to bigger, flashier rounds. But there's more to the story. Reliability issues, performance limits, and even some quirks of physics are making the 22 LR less appealing to shooters who need consistency and results. And let's not forget the practical realities. In serious situations, what you want isn't just a fun round. You want one you can trust to do the job every single time. So, while the 22 LR will probably remain a favorite for casual shooters and weekend plinkers, the top-tier crowd is starting to treat it like the class clown fun to have around, but not someone you'd rely on when the stakes are high. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might start looking at that joke caliber in a completely different light. History and background. The story of the 22 rimfire family begins in revolvers, but it didn't take long for rifles to adopt it as well, quickly earning a reputation as a reliable small game cartridge. In 1887, an important development came when the 22 long case was combined with a heavier bullet from an earlier design to create the 22 long rifle. This new configuration offered a longer overall length and more power, making it the preferred choice for many shooters. Interestingly, many firearms chambered for the 22 long rifle can also fire the shorter 22 long, though the reverse is not always true. The lighter, quieter 22 long had its own appeal, particularly for shooters who valued lower noise and reduced penetration. It carved out a niche for itself as a gentle option in certain situations, especially in rifles with longer barrels, where the design allowed the powder gases to expand fully before the bullet exited. Over the time, 22 long rifle outpaced its predecessor in versatility and performance. While the 22 long still exists, mainly in specialized forms, the 22 long rifle became the dominant choice for both handguns and rifles. Modern variations have pushed the boundaries even further, adapting the cartridge for higher velocities and reliable operation in semi-automatic firearms. Despite the evolution of ammunition technology, the original 22 long never completely disappeared. It continues to be produced, appreciated by shooters who value its quieter report and unique characteristics. The history of the 22 rimfire family, from the early revolvers to today's high-performance rounds, shows how innovation and adaptation helped one small cartridge leave a lasting mark on the shooting world. Specification and features. The 22 long is a small rimfire cartridge designed for both revolvers and rifles, building on the earlier 22 short. Its compact size and light bullet make it easy to handle, quiet to shoot, and ideal for small game or target practice. Despite its modest power, it remains a versatile option for shooters who want a low recoil, approachable round. The cartridge fires a 29-grain bullet and features a rimmed straight case with a case length of 0.613 inches and an overall length of 0.888 inches. Its bullet diameter is just over 0.22 inches, and the rifling twist is designed to stabilize the light bullet for consistent accuracy. The 22 long can reach a maximum velocity of approximately 1,038 feet per second, delivering a muzzle energy around 67 foot-pounds. While not as powerful as the 22 long rifle, it is reliable in both handguns and rifles, producing a quieter report and lower penetration ideal for backyard shooting or small game hunting. Its effective range generally extends up to about 50 yards, where it maintains reasonable accuracy and performance. Over the years, the 22 long has kept a loyal following, particularly among shooters who value precision, low noise, and affordability. Even as modern variations of the 22 long rifle dominate, the 22 long remains a historically significant and practical cartridge for casual and beginner shooters alike. Disadvantages: once hailed as the perfect starter round, the 22 LR has long been the favorite of backyard shooters, plinkers, and beginners. Its low recoil, quiet report, and low cost made it seem like the ultimate all-purpose cartridge. But in 2025, serious shooters are starting to see it in a different light, less as a reliable tool and more as a novelty that cannot keep up with modern demands. The first limitation is power. While the 22 LR is fun and easy to shoot, it does not deliver the energy or stopping power needed for serious applications. Whether you are hunting, competing, or relying on a firearm for self-defense, the small caliber often falls short. Bullets can fail to penetrate deeply, leaving shots ineffective and unpredictable, an unacceptable compromise for anyone who needs consistent results. Reliability is another concern. Semi-automatic firearms rely on sufficient pressure to cycle properly, and the 22 LR does not always provide it. Misfires, light primer strikes, and inconsistent velocities make the round less dependable in rifles and handguns that demand consistency. For precision shooters, even slight variations in performance can ruin an entire session or competition. Accuracy over distance is also limited. The 22 LR can be accurate at short ranges, but its light bullet is easily affected by wind and environmental conditions. Beyond roughly 50 yards, the round loses stability and power, making it impractical for longer-range work that serious shooters often pursue. Another disadvantage is its image. Among experienced shooters, the 22 LR has gained a reputation as a toy caliber. This has practical consequences. Many serious shooting communities and competitive circuits expect higher caliber cartridges that demonstrate skill and control. Using a 22 LR in these contexts is often seen as a compromise rather than a mark of mastery. Finally, there is versatility, but not in the way casual shooters might hope. While the 22 LR works well for target practice and small game, it cannot replace more powerful calibers for tasks that require stopping power, penetration, or reliability under pressure. It is great for learning and fun, but not a serious shooter's first choice when the stakes are high. Final thought. The story of the 22 LR in 2025 is not just about a tiny cartridge losing favor. It reflects how shooting priorities have evolved. The 22 LR is a reminder that even the most trusted tools must evolve or risk being outpaced. In the end, the joke caliber label isn't meant to mock. It's a reflection of reality. While the 22 LR can be fun and practical in many situations, serious shooters are increasingly looking elsewhere for the precision, power, and reliability they need. Understanding these limits allows shooters to make informed choices and appreciate the 22 LR for what it truly is: a historic, versatile, but ultimately lightweight player in the world of firearms. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel Gun Genius. See you in the next video.